Ryan Blaney was third to last to run in round one.
He was the one in our mind that we thought, temperature-wise, time-wise, everything added up to be in his favor a little bit. Speaking of a little bit, got a hood on him so far.
Well, and it's just like we talk, and when you have the options that these Fords have, I feel like they're going to drive good too. I mean, they're going to be fast, and they just have a better.
Whoa, he's coming back. Got too wide. That was a track. Talk about details. He's going to have it, but look how much Shindrick stayed on the bottom of the racetrack.
Watch Reddick come around to make his lap up the front straightaway. Denny Hamlin was nowhere in sight in practice, and they tuned that thing up for qualifying, and now he's sitting 7th quick, and we know Reddick has been really good in the past.
His teammate Bubba Wallace is right behind him trying to follow him through this lap. Missed the corner a little bit at the top of the hill, Kev.
Yeah, and you hear him feather that throttle through turn 2. That's really a corner that makes or breaks you on the speed part of things. And you see him a little out of sync in the S's right there, and the 23 is right there to capitalize on it. The only thing I don't like about being that close is just that front end aero sensitivity to make the cars tighter.
I like what you just said. It works right until he makes a mistake. You're not counting on him. You need him. That rabbit you talked about earlier. I want to chase a rabbit out there. Reddick's really good at this racetrack. If I'm Bubba Wallace and struggle a little bit, let's follow a guy. Use him as my gauge.
Yeah, and that 45 car has made a ton of mistakes this lap. You just saw him miss another corner right there.
And to your point, I think he's hurting Wallace now. Wallace is a lot of green here. Keep an eye on both of these cars.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Bubba Wallace didn't expect him to catch up by that much.
Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott have just started their laps as these drivers from 2311 finish up.
Look at that. It worked. Wow.
Reddick Wallace.
Those
1-2. William Byron in the Z by HP Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. High Performance Workstation Computers by HP. He also has a top 2 in 2 of the 3 races this year, including, of course, the Daytona 500 win, his 2nd in a row.
You see William, he's the first one that's exited that tri-oval earlier than Joey Logano. Up the racetrack a little bit more, but that entry,
diming it back down, slipped up a little bit.
Yeah, but that entry is the most important part, Clinton, to get the angle of that corner right into turn 1.
He's good by a car length. Just be careful down here. Washed up a little bit. He's give up a little bit of time, but he's going to do it. He is going to do it, guys. Last car knocked Joey Logano off.
Here's Michael McDowell making his 300th consecutive Cup start in the Group 1001 Insurance Chevrolet.
Really good qualifying efforts out of this car so far. Michael does a great job behind the wheel in qualifying, getting the most out of his lap, and this is no exception. Get through 3 and 4 here.
Wow, 194 into turn 3. That's the highest we've seen, I think.
Yeah, and all these
a different second bracket being right here.
All these guys have seen that they can hold it wide open.
See how low he come up off the corner. That car is stuck.
28-88.
Big
3 Fords, 2 Toyotas in the top 5 right now. Let's see what Alex Bowman can do with that. He started a season best 6th at Vegas last week. He's finished top 10 in 4 of the 5 races this year. This is the Unrivaled League Chevrolet, a women's professional 3-on-3 basketball league that airs on TNT.
Looky.
It's coming.
First one I've seen, folks. Not only beat him, drummed him through 1 and 2. Don't slip up, no mistakes. Right on that seam, Kevin.
He's got him.
Sure does. Got that car rotated back to the gas. Both ends of the track. Bowman, Alex.
Well, look.
Because of 3 not so great finishes coming off of 3 finishes this year, coming off of his 3 victories. Last couple weeks have not been kind to the DeWalt Outdoors Toyota team, because those 3 wins were his only top 10 finishes.
Great 1 and 2 here going for Bell. A lot of green. Discipline getting into the corner, gave up just a little bit. Got the power down, great lap. Boom, here we go.
By a 1/10 of a second. Christopher Bell takes over the top spot on lap 1.
Car looks connected both ends, just rotates well for him, put the throttle down, it answered to call. We heard that, baby.
William Byron in a Jeff Gordon throwback Exalta Chevrolet scheme for Hendrick Motorsports. Won this race 2 years ago.
Big corner in turn 1 for William. You see him up on the racetrack, didn't touch the apron, able to carry a ton of speed and get the car rotated up near the fence.
Playing on house money, don't give it all away and getting in 3. Did not do that. This is a big lap.
Massive lap for William Byron.
Might be the Flames. 2877 for winner this year in the Ally Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports.
If the track conditions stay the same, in other words, that tire wear is extreme, like we saw last spring, like we saw in practice earlier, Kevin, I think starting up front right now is merely for the pit road selection.
Yeah, it definitely will allow you to.
I don't think you can get wide enough.
The first of all 10 of these cars to qualify. He was the 14th driver on the track.
Yeah, and it looks like from everything that we've seen, you definitely want everything to be cooled down. But he had a little room to give there.
Quite a bit of room, and he's building on it right now. That Title Max car is flying. And he should have flag again. It's still blowing. I think he's going to have the same wind that Kyle Busch had. You see him still making ground. It's only going to get better on the front stretch.
Kyle Busch's last pole, Dover, a year ago April.
I'd say there'll be some officials around this car after this lap.
Zane Smith coming to the line with a big cushion, a 70 in round 1. A 56. He picks up 14/100ths of a second. And Zane Smith.
The speed and how to do it. They got to go out there and try to match that, duplicate it, even beat that. Very challenging to do. A lot of pressure on them.
Reddick not quite 2/10 faster than practice. And here's the fastest car from practice at 28:28.
Look how much speed he has in the bank already. He was way ahead of him even coming to the green.
Carson Hocevar in the Chili's Ride the Dente Chevrolet.
He's riding it all right. Right off into the sunset.
From 28:28 in practice to 28:17.
Wow. Going to have to dodge this guy right here, Kyle Larson. We saw a lot of speed out of this car. We know he's going to run right up against the wall, and there's not going to be any question about the commitment to the throttle.
You see it, he's actually similar line right there.
He's
little bit lower.
It's going to all be studying. Look at this.
Yeah.
He's ahead of him, guys.
It's going to be all about 3 and 4 right here. What can Kyle Larson do? How committed can he stay in the throttle? Look at that. Drives in deep. Really committed.
Is he going to pay the price?
And he got turned. He's going to get it.
The last car. The same guy that knocked him off.
Guy.
My gosh, that's got to be hard.
I'm so sorry.
So here is Brad Keselowski in his 17th All-Star appearance.
Had a really good car last weekend. Unfortunately, did not make it to the end. Right rear flat ended his day.
Yeah, you see Brad sail that car into turn 1 compared to the 51 of Burton. Brad has been, he ranked second getting on and off of pit road. So we expect Brad to be pretty good getting onto the pit entry.
And his pit crew has really picked it up as well.
Now during practice, you asked about the colors on this car. Prior to his passing, the owner of sponsor Solomon Plumbing, Danny Alwar II, made the decision to run the East Carolina U colors on this car for the All-Star race. So this is the pirate ship honoring ECU.
Well, that worries me right there. He got on the pit road with the right rear tire smoking, Clint, and it'll be interesting to see what that pit road speed was coming onto pit road.
See the right rear locked up there as well. I heard some of these pit crew chiefs telling their driver to adjust their bias.
Well, Brad ranked second.
Had to double clutch it to keep it from stalling. That'll hurt it a little bit. Pit crew was on it.
Brad ranks second on entry and exit. 13:08 for the crew, fifth fastest. Top of the board, 127.36.
Great way. Like, it would not shock me if this car jumps on the scene and fixes JGR's mile-and-a-half struggles by being the car to beat here.
I talked to Chase a little bit coming into this weekend. He said some of the struggles have been qualifying. He just underestimates what this car can do.
No problems today. Look at this. Tracker is really delivering.
Pretty good. Last Toyota to qualify. Briscoe, the 19 car.
And Chase was really good in practice earlier, driving the 19. Won the pole last week for the Coke 600. Finished in the top 5 for a second consecutive week.
This team with James Smalls had some good runs here, had some good cars here in the past. You got to feel like they've got an opportunity to put a great car, and it looks like a great car so far. Trending in the green, going down into turn 3. It is so tight, though. He's going to have to be perfect down here. He's gaining time, guys. This is a good run to the flag.
Could it be 2 weeks in a row for the 19 on the pole? P1 right now.
Real shot to beat that 21 to the finish line.
Chase Briscoe, back-to-back poles. 3 pole positions this year, including 2 in Crown Jewels, the Daytona 500, Coke 600. And the driver from Indiana was flashing a little green, turning red now as he comes off the 2, but gaining on it down the back straightaway.
Yeah, definitely going to gain on Josh on corner exit and down the back straightaway. He's going to stay ahead off into turn 3, so this could possibly be somewhere around a 10th faster than the lap the 21 put down.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Big corner exit. Big corner exit. He's going to keep gaining all the way.
He is a qualifying machine, isn't he? Chase Briscoe to the top.
A better job on lap 2, having understood the limitations of the car and just being back out on the track and getting back accustomed to the corners.
Shane Van Gisbergen goes to the top.
Oh, the 77 also is going to go wide here and allow Shane to continue the lap. Understands he wants to show his team that he's sorry for the mistake and he's going to be there for them while they're trying to get this car ready. And Shane
continues to improve. His second lap was better than his first, and it looks like his third lap might continue to improve.
It's always a little bit odd when you got a guy in tracking against himself, right? We saw it with Briscoe. Now we see it with Shane Van Gisbergen.
It's going to be right on top of the same lap that he ran before, but we're seeing Briscoe, Hocevar both running better on their second lap. He just knows something about getting around this racetrack that nobody else does.
Logano goes to 4th. Here's Hamlin. Talk about him in the green.
What a lap.
Big time. No problem at all. Welcome back. My goodness. 52-14 for the driver that's won here. Teammates at Trackhouse.
Or better. Yeah, he's real good. 5.
Look at this lap. Into 6.
Going.
Down the hill, Michigan Avenue, the right-hander at turn 7. My goodness. He got 4/10 in his pocket coming through Congress Plaza.
He wants to take the air out of the 19 car's balloon right here in a big way, and it is going to be in a monster way.
Hey, Chase, beat this one. I mean, just an incredible lap.
The lap is very impressive, but they're 5 seconds off. I think that's just to get the tires up to temperature.
Yeah. So they went out and run around, scuffed the tire in. Now they're on their flyer. You saw the lockup of the 48 into 10, similar to the 20 of Christopher Bell.
Now he's on the flyer. Now it's how fast can this 88 car run?
And the 48's chasing him like a rabbit. Go out there, get behind the guy that you know is going to lay down the best lap and try to just mimic everything he's doing. Where is he braking? Where is he getting on the gas? Where's his apex? How much curves he using? If you're Bowman, you're just trying to see all of those things and trying to copy what the 88's doing on the racetrack.
Kind of saw the area where Reddick lost some time. Same for Ty Gibbs. Still green for Shane Van Gisbergen at turn 7. Bowman right in his hip pocket as they'll come down through the S's and back to that alternate start-finish line. Everybody chasing William Byron. Pole and a win last week at Chicago. Shane Van Gisbergen leads the way in qualifying. 1:14.80.
Time. He's got a little bit in the bank, though.
Toyotas, we said it, they've been great in qualifying. Briscoe, unbelievable this year. 4 poles, 2 of those coming in crown jewel events. Led him to the green in the Daytona 500, the Coke 600, and Indiana's own trying to get it done in Indianapolis. There it is, Briscoe, 49-13 to the top with 1 to go.
That you won't take it. I love how you label me with it when you've been the one talking both times, but Chase Briscoe in the green.
Oh, this is going to be 23:08 last year's pole. This is going to set a new benchmark.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised at this point, right? Man, Chase Briscoe just continues to deliver in qualifying. 23:004. You called it, Stevie.
See if he improves. .23 flat.
He calls Iowa his favorite track so far. Going third. Now Shane Van Gisbergen, Jeff.
Yeah, this one's a surpriser to me a little bit. You know, he's on his second lap, currently over 0.3 of a second off McDowell, and it's going the wrong way. P5.
When you think of road course races like Ambrose, this is where he stood out here at Watkins Glen.
He picked up. To your point, Steve.
And now this should be his most challenging corner. Long, sweeping.
Gaining time, though.
Losing time.
Now losing time.
Yeah.
Now gaining time. He's going to still be P1 right here.
Nice lap. Took 3 laps to get it done, but SVG goes to the top. Massive effort from that team. Ryan Preece on the track. Now, I think, 13 weeks in a row that Preece has been a part of the cut line battle, and he's in the green.
This is the kind of, I don't know, I said it in practice to you guys. This is the kind of race that I just have a feeling that Ryan Preece can win. Look at this Q lap right here.
Wow, what an impressive lap. 2:44.
But you're gonna.
But I am. This is my personality. They still have work to do in race pace. He said it, right? They weren't good enough. But qualifying does not necessarily mean you have a great racing car.
How about teammate Denny Hamlin? Yeah, right back to the gas, Steve.
I'm telling you, like, watching these guys around here is like an artist, man. What they do in 1 and 2 is just so much fun to ride on board with. This end of the racetrack, it's slippery and not as much. I don't want to drive 3 and 4. I just want to drive 1 and 2.
See that entry? Look at this.
Look at that.
Boom.
Denny
that
Hamlin.
Was because of turn 3.
Wow, 69.
Last week about this 11 after that pit road issue, they may be looking back at what could have been a track where he is so good. I think that might be the drive that none of us remember, and it might mean the most of this 11 to recover all the way back up to 7th. It took all night.
Yep.
But he was able to pull it off. Here he is again in the green.
Could it be back-to-back poles to start the playoffs for Denny Hamlin?
I am so impressed with Denny Hamlin. Look at this. That does it.
Boy, Denny Hamlin to the top. Let's see what A.J. Allmendinger can do. 11th quickest in the combined practice sessions.
I don't think a 90-something is crazy. It's taken about a 10. Most fall races about a 15-10. They got down in the 14s in the spring this year.
That was a clean lap. Really under control.
Yeah, into 17.
To the top. We've just seen now the track is clearly swinging.
Much quicker. Dinger going to do even better on lap 2.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about a 90-something.
I was going to say, man.
And knew that, coming in this race, they knew they were going to qualify 20th, 25th at best. And now it's a new day.
Well, he has to survive two teammates, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, back-to-back. And remember, Austin Cindric was in the green, his other teammate, and had a shot at it. Just lost it off turn 4.
Well,
so no one in the green for Logano.
No one has been in this good a position in entering turn 3.
He was talked about.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
What a lap for Joey Logano.
Wow.
Easily to the top. Quick survey on the right rear damage for the 2 there, Steve.
Yeah, they're going to have to look at it. I bet they're going to want to check the toe. Pretty damaged when you look at the wheel. Chase Briscoe.
Never all the way out of the throttle.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to take. We saw Denny Hamlin had such a great 1 and 2, and Briscoe's basically matched it into 3.
Breathing it just barely, but losing time to his teammate.
Got to be happy with this lap, though. It's coming back.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Chase Briscoe to the line.
All right, P1.
Barely kicks his teammate.
Yeah, fill in between him because Chastain's not moving as much, to your point.
Chase Elliott just went 14th.
Reddick with a shot here, under a 10th.
Man, what would a pole do for this 45 team in the situation they are, all the way down there at minus 29? You think that's a must-win? I think it's a must-win, but if you can sit on the pole and maybe win stage 1 and get 10 points, then that 29 could turn into 19, right? Instantly if the other cars can't.
He's got a shot, Jeff.
Wow.
Look at that.
You almost want to get on the radio and say, hey, be smooth here.
He's stacking on the speed.
All right, good entry. Oh, he's got it. He's going to have it.
So good on corner exit.
And he doesn't run the apron.
How about that? Tyler Reddick to the top. Yeah, and you can see the excitement.
Work. That tells me that there's a 30 out there, something, 29-30, 29-20 something.
Wide open over here is possible. We've seen multiple people do it.
Oh, yeah, here you go. 29-20 something.
Way in the green for Denny Hamlin. Can he hold it through 3 and 4?
Oh, big arc into 3. Was able to get it on the bottom, leaving the corner. That is a good lap.
What a great lap for Denny Hamlin. Knocks off his driver, Bubba Watt.
And just really enjoy the way Michael does his business.
200's up on Austin Cindric. Now building time on the back half of this lap.
That is a good lap right there, Steve.
Big pickup. Big pickup for the 71. A 66 the first time. He's going to be much below that.
Almost a sidewall.
I was going to say that, but that was like an inch too low.
Yes, it's so close.
How about his teammate William Byron? The Valvoline on board.
Didn't get through the early part of the corner very well. Let's see if it gets better as the tire pressures build up. He gets into the tires.
.13th for Byron on lap 1.
Now the good news for teams that aren't really counting points like Byron, I think you can win kind of from anywhere here. You'd much rather start up front.
Much better 1 and 2 on the second lap.
Oh yeah, look at this. Great 3 and 4. He might have time.
Going the right way. Gets there at the last second.
He did that to build all the speed on corner exit. Lift super early, go to the throttle super early. Look
like
at
it. And it's paying off, isn't it?
Oh, that was good.
In the green this whole lap so far for Denny Hamlin. Can he hang on to it? Looks like he will. Denny Hamlin to the top.